Levi versus DeFi, and this is Boogie Boogie. I'm
Hi.
joined by tonight. How you doing?
Always doing good. I've been gone a while.
Yes, you have. Are you
The enemy
excited for
now
this?
control all objectives.
Yeah, this is a pretty important game. Basically, if DeFi gets a clear-cut victory here, they advance to the next round no matter what. Levi needs to win because if they don't and Death continue to win, essentially they risk potentially not advancing.
Which would be a complete shock considering how well they're starting.
Yeah, I believe they haven't lost the game yet, so currently they're in first place and DeFi are, I believe,
Right
tied
behind them.
right behind them as well, yeah.
Even if it's not a tie, they're hot on their trail. They're trying to get them. Tonight will be a test for the Giants. So it should be. I hope it's not one fight.
Alright, so right now we're in the burn round. We're just waiting for things to,
Yeah, we're waiting for K Cruz over here to get annihilated about half a dozen times. It should usually
waiting for all the randoms to leave.
Yeah.
It's a process, but it's been
We're
proven.
working on
ESP really sort of mastered this process when they held their first cup about 3 months ago.
Yes, they definitely did. The fire all in. Now we just need one more Levi. So hopefully they can just run him down with the tank about half a dozen times, and that should be that.
Looking like DeFi do need one more person.
Oh, do they? Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, he just left. They did have 8 about 10 seconds ago on my screen, so they definitely did have 8. So, but I think it was a lowercase DeFi. It wasn't uppercase DeFi. So
They're all the same.
I know. I'm just saying. You know how people go with that whole. You know what I mean? As long I don't care if it's all one group, but if there's different people in other groups, then there's gonna be an issue. You better all have some sort of same platoon tag on, you know. It is an official match after all. We don't want no ringers over here. That's not what we're about.
This is an important match. Levi have been doing pretty well as of late. As we said, they're currently undefeated. They're on top of their group right now. DeFi are sneaking in right behind them. So for DeFi, a victory here would essentially lock them up into the next round, no matter what. If they split, I would say for Levi, that's a pretty good result. Obviously, they want to win, but I would say they should be happy winning as many rounds as they can here.
Yeah, at least 2 and they'll be all right.
Well, because they have... So, for example, they've already beaten Death, I believe, and they've beaten, obviously, War B. So they're in a pretty good position as is. They just need to essentially not shit the bed. Like, yeah, I mean, they just have to have a decent showing.
Yeah, they just have to get a couple rounds, even if it's later on, and they'll be all right. I don't see them not winning a single round. That would honestly be a shocker to both teams, I believe.
Also, we should mention that because War B had a forfeiture against Death, Death now have a 6-0 win against them, so the pressure is on for Levi here.
Yeah, they have to get something out of this round tonight.
That was kind of a worst case because had they played, probably would have at least split some rounds there, but a forfeit is a clear 6-0 win, so
yeah,
Death are right on their back.
You get a 0-point margin for that one.
DeFi plays their final game of the group tomorrow against Star.
Yep. I believe I'm on tally for that one as well.
I haven't seen much of Star. I actually don't know who they are.
I know a couple people in there. I don't know, I know you, but I know them, played with them.
I know they beat War, though, right?
Yeah, as far as I remember, they beat them. War won and lost, or hit and miss, but they're new, so they're kind of getting there. There's a bunch of new teams in BMF this year, and that's kind of what you want.
Oh yeah.
The freshen things up a bit, because you don't want it to be the same old. Everybody knows who's gonna win the game, because then what's the point? Type of situation, Oh my God, this Cruz guy is just the luckiest mofo I think I've seen in a while. How they're... Oh, nope. Commentator's curse, thank God. The one time commentator's curse comes in handy, right? And that's it. Okay.
All right.
We should have a go here, hopefully.
Yep, the burn round's over. There might be another burn. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think we got most of everybody in here. I think, is Cruz with them? I'm not sure. I don't think he is.
No, I don't believe so. Not that I'm aware of. Iced is... Cruz's thing says iced, so... As far as I'm concerned, Ice is not Levi. If he is with him, he needs to switch his tags, because that's an automatic forfeit, so... Alright,
not necessarily.
Well, I guess you're right. If it's only one person, we can kind of let it slide.
As long as he's on the roster, I'm pretty sure he's...
Oh, okay.
As long as he's on the roster, he's doing, yeah.
Run things where it was like, no matter what...
Well, yeah, because you got some guys who play on like 5v5 teams and
yeah,
20v20 teams.
Yeah, they'll have like 30 platoons in their like thing when you go to look them up, and it's absolutely hilarious. And you're like, dude, where do you go outside and breathe fresh air? We all know certain ringers that I'm talking about.
Do we?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing for like 2 or 3 teams. I get it. You want to play as much as you can, get as much experience. But when you're on like more than 15 teams, it's kind of like, bruh.
If you're on 15 teams, you are a career ringer.
Yeah, exactly.
You are a mercenary, a soldier for hire.
When it says on your application, and you go to fill out contacts, you put in the names of all your platoons as your contacts.
You know who's that kind of guy? Mocha.
Oh,
as much as I love Mo, Muhammad plays for like 20 teams. He has no shame.
Really does. It's great. Every time I see him, he's got like a different tag on. I'm like, bro, who is it?
Guar, GV, XP, S or DS. The list goes on.
Okay, well, it looks like we don't have a start, but it looks like this person's gonna wish we did.
Yeah, I think J. Cruz is or K. Drew. I don't know.
Does anybody
whatever
want to
it
message
is?
This idiot? I mean, I'm just saying.
He seems to be a little bit confused. So we have the problem is right now we have some, we have a DeFi guy on the Levi side.
And they can't switch because of the
fact he can't switch.
Do I want to message this person? Should I just be like?
So that means we have a Levi guy who's currently in the queue and a DeFi guy who's on the Levi side. So once this other guy leaves,
just be nice about it.
I'm sure they have already. The problem with that is, and history has shown, some people are douchey and they'll purposely stay in just to be spiteful.
What are you talking about?
They'll be spiteful and they'll stay and they'll just ruin the match.
No, they're not. They're not douchey. What do you mean? There's never been a douchebag character in this battlefield at all. What are you talking about?
Because I know before I decided to just not play and retire, we played a scrim with Lod against Venom, and these two assholes just literally sent us a message just saying no. The match never happened. We sat for a half an hour and we realized, they're really not going to leave. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure he'll leave soon.
Yeah.
Once he realizes that nothing's going to happen, I'm sure he'll get bored and quit.
Yeah, because he's going to just get rage experience out of this whole mess. I blow up the bridge and I just blow up his fortifications. And... Oh wow, he actually got death row. Holy crap. With an automatic sniper rifle, but still, dude's got 1 kill to his name. 2 kills to his name. Okay. He's just picked off Levi. He's just picked off Tech 9. There he goes. He's dead. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in on his body, and I'm just gonna embarrass him.
Alright, so essentially, currently, the DeFi are number 2 on the North American rankings behind Raza. We already knew that they were going to advance. I think the real question is who is going to advance under them in this group.
I
and
agree with that.
it's pretty wide open here because of War.
Oh, well, Cruz has... Oh, he's put a
So
spawn
I think
beacon down
Levi
for himself.
really need to focus and try to take as many rounds here as they can. Like they need to do it for the win and
Yeah,
play
they're
their best game.
absolutely... They need to bring the A game plus plus, you know. Cruz has actually set down a spawn beacon.
Because
Oh,
I know, we talked about Death, but Star are still technically in it as well. So, and anything could happen. At this point, War are out. They have zero
yeah,
chance.
they
Like
there's no way
I
unless they play
don't
like 10 more
believe.
games and win to all 10. They're
Well, War I don't believe have won a round yet, so that doesn't exactly help them. They've lost 3, so they're out.
Yeah, they haven't won a round yet at all that I'm aware of. Because Death beat War B earlier due to a
However,
forfeiture.
that's not to say War are completely incompetent because War A, the Alpha team, and the other bracket are 2-1 right now, so they're actually
Yes.
doing pretty okay. Like they could advance
Yeah,
if
it's just
they
War B
continue to play well.
that are the newer version of War, so they'll get
War
past
B
that.
is the B team by name and by model for sure.
Absolutely, they'll get the hang of it. You know, it's a good experience and learning curve for them, so absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think we actually might have a little bit of a firefight because Cruz has not left, but we do have some members spawned in here. So I think people are getting restless, so I think we might be going on the next round because it's almost over. Lucifer now
Yeah,
hitting
I mean
Cruz.
it's a spawn trap. I mean this guy's just kind of
Yeah, Cruz
being
is
an
now
asshole
just
now.
teabagging Lucifer. He's hitting him with dynamite. I hope this guy does leave. It doesn't look like it.
Listen. I've seen it enough times, or I wouldn't be surprised if he just stayed to be a douchebag. Like
Yeah, we do
it's at that
apologize
point.
for this, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this match gets underway.
This is the struggle. There's no
Yeah.
RSP, so
What are you gonna do?
we use the hand that we're dealt.
Oh, excuse me. That was a very big yawn.
I get it. You're bored.
Yeah.
Waiting for the action to pop off.
I know. I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, let's see what this comment is here. Give me 1 second to open my phone, folks. Basically, we're just here waiting for crew.
Sean Young.
Yeah, he just said couple years from now, we'll laugh about this and how we used to play comp. And you're absolutely right. I believe you're absolutely right, Sean. I've thought that a couple of times already in the past month. Where we'll
I mean,
look back,
we do it for fun. I mean, it's
yeah.
not serious. This isn't a true esports scene. Nobody's getting paid here.
No,
It's just for
we're
fun.
trying to get it there, but we can't get it there until we have RSP. And once we have that, then it can take off and leagues can play leagues and everything will be bigger. But until they oh no, we look like we have another Randy. Well, it looks like everybody has left this server actually.
Yep, looks like we're abandoning this server for another one. So I'm assuming that's the. I'm assuming that that's the word on the street.
Yeah.
There's always a douchebag. It's like I said. There's sometimes there's just that guy who's gonna be like, "Fuck you."
Oh, that's
I'm not leaving.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It really.
All right, so
let's see what we
time for the logistics of finding a new server.
I do apologize for this, ladies and gentlemen. I do definitely apologize for this.
It's out of your hands.
Yeah, there's just nothing we can do at this point in time. Server disconnected. Yep, that's because I left this server.
Not just you, everybody did.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find out where we're going to be now.
Sean said this isn't funny but frustrating. He was my alternate man. Why you left me alone in there? Fair play to you, Sean. If that really was, then fair play to you.
And now comes the waiting game.
Yeah, for the next 20 minutes.
New server.
91098.
I don't know if you want to announce it out to the world, but
yeah, true. So,
people start loading in.
yeah, nobody load into this server or we will hunt you down. We have a special set of skills.
Yes, please, for the love of God.
We have a special set of skills that can help
Don't
us
be
track
that
you
guy.
down. Don't be that guy, or you will. I believe me, you will regret it. I actually know somebody with a tracker where if somebody tries to hack his internet, it literally tells him their address. So do not, and I'm not talking about just their IP. I'm talking about their actual address. So do not make me call him up on you people.
I use a VPN. You know, I use a VPN. So you would look up my IP, be like, this guy lives in Argentina.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I can switch
I'm loading in with
between.
He said he's
I can
loading
switch
in.
my IP between 120 different countries.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing. So good luck. But Sean just said he's loading in with his wrench and he's not, and he's gonna teabag everybody. Just kidding. So Sean, I would have to personally hunt you down and end you. Well, it looks like half of DeFy are already in here, and almost all Levi as well. So that's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was very quick. Great job on both teams. That was a great job. That was very, very fast. Ooh, excuse me. And down goes... Oh, I thought Brandon fell off a cliff. Hey, Brandon. We're gonna spy on you here with the sniper rifle. Oh, Brandon's sticking through a wall. I love that little wall glitch. My favorite is the Firestorm jacket. Makes you invisible. I think that's hilarious. Like, what idiot threw that glitch in there and then decided not to take it out before they let this... You know, thanks for the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. I want one in real life, not in a video game, you know? Oh, Coco is so screwed. Rip Coco. I hope you enjoyed that, Sean. That was just for you. Yeah, we're just waiting for 4 people to jump from both sides. So, oh my gosh, and Cuba is steady getting on the wrong side. I think we need to relearn how to pub stack here, people.
Luck of the draw.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's really no control here.
Sean said put Vans in the stream, and he'll be calling everyone MNK. Dear Lord. Don't go down that road, please, Sean. Just cut. I'll have to edit this stream later this week.
Well, currently this match is about 45 minutes late, but...
No, it's not. It's only
4.
We're
getting there.
Yeah, we're trying. We had one asshole, so everybody abandoned him, and... Oh, DeFy switched to the right side, so now we need 1 more switch and 3 more Levi.
We need this Coco 952 cuck to leave. He's 0-6. I mean,
somebody just quit. So...
You would think...
Yeah,
you would think that they would look at like the store and be like, huh.
Yeah, something here is going on.
One of these things is not like the other one.
God, you're making me feel old right now, Oogie. Don't do that.
I mean, you are old. We're both getting old.
Yeah, bro, respect your elder. Don't do it.
We're more than a quarter-century old.
I know, ain't that the crazy thing? Geez, the things old people
crisis.
talk about to fill their time, right?
Back in my day, Pluto was a planet.
Absolutely it was, and I still think Pluto is a planet.
It's not a dwarf planet. You can fuck off.
Pluto's a planet, and that's it. I'm not having anything else. Oh, wow. I don't know how Death Row survived that shot, but Jesus. Somebody should have called
Luck's on his side.
Too much
so Brandon PR is in the tank. I believe Swedish Mammoth is actually the primary tanker here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why I'm
Enzo
not...
is the team leader, obviously.
No, he's not. Was that Suge Knight joke too soon, or I mean, never too soon for a Suge Knight joke? Oh my God! And down goes Death Row.
Well, once the match officially starts, we can talk about our sponsors.
Yes, we can.
Our unofficial sponsors, of course.
10 hours from now.
Our unofficial sponsors that you know, we advertise, but they don't know we advertise for them.
We stalk them, but we don't really stalk them
because this is
officially.
Battlefield. We can't get real sponsors on this game.
We can't officially stalk people. So we're waiting for JC Carter to leave over here. JC Carter 50. Okay, we know you're from New York. Aren't hiding you're biased. And we're also waiting for Mark 833550. Alright, hopefully they leave now. I mean, to Coco's credit, he finally got a kill after 10 tries.
Yeah, there you go. 1 in 7. Give him credit where it's due.
At least he didn't go 0 and 8. I mean, there's something to talk about. Jesus, I'm growing a beard waiting for this match to start. Good God.
So this game, we're going to test a new. We're going to test a whole new. Test a new segment called "Is It Cronus?" where we zoom in first person on a player that looks suspect, and we let you, the fans,
decide what to do.
Decide whether it's Cronus or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean said we just gotta put "please, bro" in every sentence when we send the Randy a message to leave the lobby. Ain't that the truth? Oh my God, you ain't playing. It's crazy because when I did a Frontlines a couple weeks ago, and it was clear within a round and a half. Like, it didn't take
All right, so it appears
minutes.
as if on the Levi side there are no randoms. On the DeFi side, there's still one.
Come on, Coco, you're killing me, Smalls.
Come on, Coco, get the fuck out of this game, Coco.
You're
ruining
me,
it.
Coco, you're killing me. I'm about to message him seriously, but like, bro, please.
I expect nothing. I expect nothing, and I'm still disappointed.
Yeah, right. Well, here's what the house looks like without it actually being blown up. This is how it is from the start. In case you guys have never seen it without it being blown up, this is what it looks like. So I figured I'd just show you real quick. And that's what that courtyard is supposed to be. No. We ain't playing Nika. Yeah, you better add the 2Ks. Oh, Coco is the only person who has spawned in.
Yes, it's amazing that this guy is like spawned in by his lonesome, just not understanding why there's nobody else
on their side. So as long
Look
as
at him,
Coco
he's out.
Okay, well,
you know, I think what? I think he's reading it. The fact that he stopped in one spot, I think he's reading a message right now.
Yeah, it looks like
assume that much.
Coco, will you leave here? Oh, well, looks like Coco's decided to be dumb and not brave. Come on, Coco, do the right thing. Should we message them?
I think it's being handled as is.
See, we need to just start reporting people like Coco and Cruz. Oh, there goes Coco. Coco is gone. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
So the final burn round has begun.
Yes, it has. This will be very quick. We are sorry.
Oh yeah, there's nothing you can really report them for. They're not really breaking any rules.
Well, they're breaking the bullshit rules. So I don't curse.
If you want to be technical, they have every right to be in the server as we do. It's just sort of
it's sort of
It's
frowned
unethical,
upon.
is what it is. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
immoral.
Ziele
It's
eingenommen.
immoral.
Sie halten nicht mehr lange durch.
Well, Sean,
Coco
you
has
owe us
my $5.
$5.
He ain't gonna leave. First of all, it's
Well,
Coco with
you
two
owe us
Ks.
money.
First of all, it's Coco with K's, not Coco with C's. So you're fired.
And hey, Sean, you owe us more than $5 because you're in Canada and there's more inflation there. Therefore, if you adjust with the exchange, you owe us more than $5. So
Yeah, it's
keep that in
probably more
mind.
like 18.
I mean, you've already lost, so you owe us money. And
You owe us so much money. It's like $5.99.
it might be a bit less than that.
Like,
I mean, we can do the math.
It's Saturday night and I don't feel like doing math, so I don't even. Math is out of the question on Saturday night. If I ain't leaving a tip at a restaurant, math is out of the question. We could have gone to Buffalo Wild Wings for the last 45 minutes and just chilled. Jesus, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think people know that we live very close to each other.
Yeah, about 15 minutes away, give or take on the traffic.
I've met this guy many times.
Yes.
But the irony is that we didn't know who each other were on PlayStation.
Yeah, which was absolutely hilarious the first time we figured that out.
So about 50% of the...
Sean said you're FBI. How you know I'm Canadian?
About 50% of the BMF stream team are from New Jersey.
Yeah, they really are. It feels that way, doesn't it? Actually, it would be 75%, wouldn't it? Because Ride is the only other person, isn't it?
Well, then there's Cat and there's some other guys.
Oh, I didn't know Cat streamed. I do apologize.
Yeah, it's a larger team than you may think.
Oh, okay. I only knew me, you,
Roddy and I are technically a part of Major League Battles. We're just here in association with Battlefield Matchfinder. We're actually hosting
I can't be in 10 streams at once, man.
We're actually hosting a Firestorm Squads event right now.
How do you actually do that without RSP? How
It's
do you get everybody
complicated. So essentially what it is we have a scoring system.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on where you rank in the top 5, you earn points based on where you rank. So if you score in the top 5, let's say you finish 5th or 1st or whatever, you earn points on that. So what people do is people post their matches, their results of their matches, and then it's over a course of 10 rounds, and then we count the points, and then that's how we...
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, we determine who's ahead, yeah.
That
kind of deal. What we're going to start doing in the future, and
just give me 1 second with that thought. Sean,
right.
It's actually me and Oogie, not me and Vans. Vans is doing something else right now, so he's not here at the moment, although he might show up by the time this game starts. I mean... But yeah, continue your thought. I just had to answer Sean there real quick.
Yes. So what I was saying before is, top score lead. They're a team in this lead right now as well.
Yes.
They are currently tier 1's like undefeated team. They have a sort of buy-in algorithm. So they host events all the time. Most kills, things like that, where you can basically buy in and get paid to play. It's basically like gambling on gaming.
Battlefield.
So the future concept is that we're going to host essentially would host events like this, but teams would be able to buy in.
Okay.
And there would be like a prize winning. So that's in the future. I know they're trying to push that. It's hard. A lot of moving parts there, but in time we'll see what happens.
Hopefully we get RSP and that will actually be a better thing for that type of
Because then we can start to see people play for money.
Absolutely, and it would
there
be
could
great
be actual
because people can rent the server ahead of time, already know who's who and what's what, and it'll be such a more simpler situation for all those.
But not just that, but we can also have you can set like a challenge bracket within the overall event, like say most kills or whatever, and
you'll have the list.
You earn a bonus on those individual stats.
Yeah. Sean said, Oogie, my man, what's up? Just to let you know.
Did he not know it was me
Nah,
this
apparently
entire
he did
time?
not. He thought you were Vans for some reason. I don't
Do
know.
I sound like Vans?
Apparently he's sniffing that Canadian ice a little bit.
Jesus Christ. Have you heard Vans talk?
I
Sounds like he's
know,
got a
you
cock
two
in his
sound
mouth
not.
all the
I've played
time.
with both of you in the same party, and I haven't had the problem with distinction. Like, Jesus.
He says bro, like, hey bro, like every 2 seconds.
I say bruh, so you know it's me when I say it, because nobody else says bruh the way I say it with my accent. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are a go between Levi and DeFi. This should be a good one. Whoever wins here will definitely seal their place in the advancement. Levi need to seal their place in the advancement. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me you Canadians are smoking cockroaches now. You are that desperate up there. Anyway, we will hopefully not have a one-sided match. Levi need to win, so do DeFi, so hopefully we get a war. What are you thinking, Oogie? 3-3? They're gonna tie here?
I'm gonna go 5-1 in favor of my old team.
I'm
That
hoping
being
it's
DeFi.
a 3-3, 4-2 type of situation.
I think Levi are going to be a competitive team. I think they're going to play hard and try to keep the matches somewhat close. I just think DeFi have too much depth and experience down the middle
I could agree
that
with
Levi
that.
just isn't going to be able to match. I feel like DeFi's lower four, like their bottom squad, probably has more talent than Levi has on their top squad. But Levi are still experienced enough that they should be able to play hard.
And get a
So if
couple
DeFi
good
have,
rounds.
if DeFi has a bad round here and there where they're a little bit sloppy, and they have been, Levi can definitely take rounds. So DeFi's gonna have to play their best game. They're gonna have to take all the rounds.
Well, we
If
just
they
lost a
for sure
Levi
win, they're
person.
in. They're in the next round. Essentially, whoever wins this game is in the next round,
Yeah,
no matter what. Unless DeFi find a way to lose out, they're pretty safe.
Yeah, I would be shocked if they get swept completely. Although they have just lost somebody. But it looks like we're go anyway. Everybody's spawning in. Everybody's running. Levi in red. DeFi in blue.
So I'm curious to see what Levi's strategy here is going to be. Obviously, I'm watching on my own feed here.
I don't see... Hold on. I don't see DeFi jumping the gun just yet. Levi have, but only with a squad. So it looks like, yeah, they're redeploying
you know what?
here.
Yep. That's a redeploy.
Yeah, they're all redeploying. Okay.
So the sort of go-to strategy here would be this rush one to your home flag and rush pretty much the rest along the flanks to Bravo.
Absolutely.
See what different teams do here. Some teams are more aggressive and like to go for the alt cap. Other teams mostly lock it down and hold the 2.
And hold B as much as humanly possible.
Everybody plays a different type.
Yeah, Rotterdam's one of those maps where you can either get all 3 and screw your opponent, or you're going to be battling for 2 points the whole entire time. There's no...
Yeah, so what you see with a lot of the lesser experienced teams is that they just sort of play it like it's a pup. They don't really know what they're doing. They rotate a lot, so they go for flags, but they never hold a flag. It's never a defensive game for them. That's why those teams tend to just get run over flat out. Because most smart teams are going to try to hold the advantage. Once they have the advantage of any kind, they're going to just try to lock it down and hold it down as long as they can. That's the easiest way to win.
Okay, I just got word. We are go in 20 seconds. 20 seconds. This is officially happening, folks. We do apologize for the delay in the stream. We had a word I won't say on television. And here we go. We got Levi in red. And then we got DeFi in blue. Everybody spawning in on both sides. Levi going straight for C. And it looks like DeFi got the better of the jump here, Oogie. And they're going straight for B with 2 running down the right. They are sending a couple people to A, but they're going to get to B first. And we're going to have a war on the riverfront.
So I'm surprised to see that Levi have rushed 2 to C.
They've rushed everybody in one direction, and this might backfire. Smoke going out for both sides here.
Yeah, a wipe here from if DeFy gets a wipe here, that would be just, you know, that would be just.
Oh, well, it looks like Levi is going to get the wipe. As you say that, Cal is trying. Oh no, it's going the other direction.
Yeah, they just got ripped apart there. They had too many people in one spot, and that really spread them out.
Yeah, they did not expect a double back flank right away on the river. And there is Enzo leading the charge from the right flank, getting a triple kill there. Swedish Bam holding them off as well. We have Levi sitting in the back.
Yes, so they had a good push there. I think the problem they had was they were too grouped up. And they just got essentially wiped out in just a quick shot out. Like, essentially, they grouped up and, like, they just got absorbed and wiped real quick.
Absolutely. And Catalyst, as you say that, just ran into the entire squad and gets a double from Enzo to back him up. He somehow survived 5 people bum rushing him at once. Not sure how he managed that, but that was well held by Catalyst there. But Swedish goes down in retaliation for XX getting dropped almost instantly. And Chief goes down. Enzo holding from the front, leading by example. Death Row trying to do the same. And we got action going down on the middle in the alley between 2 snipers. One from DeFy, one from Levi. It's done, and it's stress here going at it.
So DeFy are exactly where they want to be. They're not going to push C. They're just going to hold this line down outside of Bravo.
Well, Enzo went down, so they're going to try and now Levi are going to try and push that line back. They don't know though that there's only one person here because they keep running into somebody every time they go down. But Catalyst has to flank in the back, and if he can get a here on Olsen, a kill, then he'll be all right. He does, and Catalyst has gotten behind Levi, and that route is gone.
That is a successful flank.
Absolutely a successful flank from Catalyst. You're spot on there. He has got Death Row completely confused.
All right, so I would say on the cam feed, try to zoom down to like the, try to watch this from the ground level like I am.
Well, Catalyst is surrounded from the backside now. Levi are trying to push up, but Catalyst is having none of it until he finally goes down after a 4 or 5 kill streak. But they already are regrouped. DeFy are in, and it's going to be a long distance street battle here. It's 4 on 4, except now Tech 9 has pushed the middle. The right flank is open if Levi can figure that out. Although,
so Levi actually have a wipe on the right flank here. They need to really take advantage of this and push. I don't think Levi knows that the right flank here is mostly wiped out.
No, I don't think they do, because if they did, they would have taken it more than 5 minutes ago.
I think Cal is back here with a machine gun. He's sort of just throwing rounds down
Butcher
here.
trying
Just
to push up. Busher doesn't know it's open either. He's holding the stairs. He's shooting at nothing currently. Dunlay is holed up in the middle. Enzo trying to hold the left, and he's doing very well. He's getting multiple kills with a little help from Brendan and Catalyst. Catalyst moves through Dunley, and Catalyst has the flank again. Here comes Catalyst. Olsen doesn't see him, and now he does, but it's a little too late because he could get him with a grenade if he has any.
So I think Cat is actually waiting for a spawn. He's waiting for people to spawn on him.
Yes, he is. And here he goes. He gets 1. He gets 2. He gets out of there before Death Row turns around. Oh, he gets 3. Triple kill for Catalyst. Death Row pushes him back with a grenade. He's not going to get a
Levi
spawn.
find themselves in a really bad spot right now. They are just surrounded on all sides here.
Absolutely.
As you see now, Chop is going for a flank on C as well. I feel like the strategy here for DeFy is to not capture C, just sort of have people in and around it.
Yes, I would agree with that. That's what it looks like. They just cut off the flank and let him come down one way and not let that spawn get any further forward.
That rocket just blew Chief off his feet.
Oh, and Catalyst gets taken down after about 5 or 6 kills. We got people here in the building for Levi, but they look so confused. They have no idea that Butcher's the only person there. If they were to figure that out, there might be a great push for them. But again, I just don't see them figuring that out anytime soon.
Yeah, it almost looks like Levi are trying to defend C, but it doesn't really make sense because DeFy have the 2-cap here. Levi don't seem to know what they're supposed to do right now. They have a lot of people in and around C, but nobody really making a hard push on the Bravo. What DeFy are going to do is they're just going to inch their way into C. Like, they're not going to capture C, but they're going to build like a horseshoe around it and just basically keep them pinned, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yes, it definitely looks like Levi did not.
Because you can see over here, Enzo. I think it's Enzo over here. They're just inching their way in more and more.
Well, Levi did get a flank going here, but they just got cut to pieces. Catalyst on this side now, holding it down. Death Row on the same side as Catalyst. It seems they're going one-on-one right now. This is actually a pretty good individual war between Death Row and Catalyst. And Catalyst, Death Row gets butchered, but Catalyst will pick him up. And now we'll go back to the right flank.
We'll go ahead and say that this first round is over.
Oh, absolutely. It is definitely over now.
Levi just have no answers.
I don't think they planned for this particular scenario. I think they thought they could.
Yeah, what has me is right. So, for example, look at the docks. Look at towards their spawn. They have 3 people really on these docks by their spawn, and these guys aren't exactly advancing. Like, it's not an effective push. So
no, not at all. They
doing the same. The problem is they're doing the same thing. They're trying to push towards the water every time, and it's just not working. They really need to do is they need to hit
back here perfectly.
What they need to do is they need to close that gap, spam smoke, and then just make just a strong push. And they need to win gunfights. That's what's most important. They need to win gunfights and actually take guys out so they can clear that line. Well, their problem is they're just trying to leap through. Like, they're not. They need to focus on the people defending. Yeah, they need to focus on the people defending and take them out, and then they can actually like push in and have a chance to actually attack a flag.
Well, speaking of gunfights, as you were saying that, Cal got surrounded by 6 or 7 Levi and managed to get a double spawn on him and hold him off with 2 kills himself and a little help from his friends. And now it looks like C is going to be captured by Enzo.
So, right.
And that's it. It's over. Enzo's got the flag capture, and that wins it individually, leading from the front.
So 2 people in DeFy didn't even die that round.
And that was Catalyst, Enzo, and Cal were the 3 main holders of that group. And they definitely deserve best squad there.
Yeah, that was a pretty dominant match there.
Absolutely. If Levi had not all rushed one flank at the same time at the beginning of the match, it might have gone in their favor. But because they did that, it was just a squad wipe, and that was all she wrote real early on here.
So we're on to map 2 of 6.
Well, here we go. It's best of 6, just to let you ladies and gentlemen know who are new to the BMF rule set.
Well, yeah, so here it's not so much a best of. Here it's more about points. So each round counts as... So there's a certain amount of points per win you get. So
yes,
we're in the first group stage. Yeah, we're in the first group stage. So essentially, Levi could still lose the overall match and earn points towards their... Yeah, towards their group. So essentially, that's what they want to do. So I don't think they're showing up to beat DeFy, but if they can at least take a round, that's really gonna help them. Yeah, because of where they sit right now. They basically just need points in order to advance. Because if they lose out, then they're basically giving Death and Star another shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And they don't want to do that considering how well and strong they've started this season. And here we go. It is DeFy in red again. Oh, actually, we got a switch, and it's Levi in blue. And here we go. Levi making a strong push for the right. DeFy splitting up, going left and right with two squads.
So the Fire already have a capture.
Yes, they do. They seem to... Olsen seems to have made a mistake and is left A wide open without finishing the capture. That's leaving Butcher and Brandon to push up. And now we got a war going on for B. Nobody really wanting to sit on the flag.
So DeFy is actually sending a flank. DeFy is already engaging the tank over here.
Yes, they are. Brandon's going after that tank like it's his own mission in life. Meanwhile, nobody's actually seen to capture B. Nobody's wanted it, but DeFi are seemingly winning the charge on B. But Levi don't know they got a great flank if they can get to C, because they've got somebody in the back. But it doesn't seem they're understanding what spawning on their flanker is right now.
Banff is just going in.
Yeah, he
on that
absolutely.
tank right now. So DeFy now have Bravo capped, but Levi do have
Charlie.
people on C.
Butcher and Shotgun going one-on-one. DeFy coming back to get C. Ooh, and that was... Job Bless just went down quickly. Completely outnumbered there.
It looks like DeFy are going for the 3-cap here.
Yeah, it seems that way. They've already got B, but Enzo now getting... Enzo has gotten the tank from Levi. That tank is gone. And they still have theirs, so this match might be over as well.
Well, Levi still have people outside of C. They still have people outside of C, so they need to just try to hold on to flights as much as they can here. Like,
they're trying to hold A, but they're just getting outnumbered on the respawn every 2 seconds. And there it goes. A is officially DeFi's. They've outgunned them. They are holding C valiantly, though.
Yeah, they're trying their best.
Yes, they are. They're definitely trying to hold on. They're not just rolling over like I've seen some teams do in actual games. So Catalyst somehow living for about 2 extra seconds with that barrel roll, but it wasn't enough. And Shotgun going after Bam.
Shit is popping off here at C.
Absolutely, it's where the battle is. Shotgun, oh, and there goes Swedish. He's actually down after a very good run. Shotgun had a hand in that, but Shotgun finally goes down. Tech 9 living with a kill, but it's only borrowed time as he gets dropped by Enzo. And they effectively clear out the point, but there's still and there goes Death Row. Death Row is down. Now Levi making a push for B. They've already recapped Alpha. So if DeFy can reorganize quickly, they can push them off of Bravo. Here we go, Oogie. It's a battle for B.
Yeah, so Levi just need to try to hold this down here as long as they can.
Oh, it's 117 to 146, so Levi are still in this round. And it's not for the lack of trying either. Butcher gets the revive there, so that'll keep him alive on the point. Dunlay just outnumbered 7 to 1 here. DeFi look like their strategy is to stick in groups of 2, and it's working out well for them tonight. Oogie. Really playing to their strength. Tech 9 getting jumped there by Butcher and Cow.
So I think at this point you're going to see DeFi just sort of hold the B and probably not really push Alpha at this point. They're just going to try to lock it down and milk them.
Well, Catalyst getting a little adventurous there, but he's backed up now. Oh, well, they got a breakthrough on the right. Cal finally goes down. I'm not sure who that was. It looks like it was Death Squad Rock. Brandon's trying to hold the bridge. And he gets Tech 9. Catalyst coming around the flank. Oh, Death Row goes down finally.
So DeFy have actually lost a man.
Wow, yes they have. Somebody must have been pinged out from the game. Catalyst getting an easy kill there to sum up the round on bit. Oh, well, here comes Levi, though. Levi having none of that by Catalyst. Saying that's not an easy kill as you think there, buddy. And they just wiped everybody off the point and getting revives quicker than DeFi are right now. Butcher's made a big mistake running out into the open there, not seeing the enemy right in front of him.
Well, it looks like Banff is going to take that tank right to Bravo.
Absolutely.
Waste no time.
No, he is not. Took the words right out of my mouth. Couldn't have said it better. He is pushing straight through Bravo, and he's not got a care in the world about
Fire's
it.
still down a man.
Well, they're still holding on pretty well, so. But now it looks like Levi have organized and regrouped. They're going after Swedish pretty hard here. We got an exchange of gunfire on the right flank.
And Banff is taking some hits there.
Absolutely. 3, 4, 5 now, and he's rammed straight into, with complete confusion and smoke, he's rammed straight into a pillar there. Finally managing to back out, but it's too little too late. Chief Olsen gets him. Ooh, and DeFi Butcher seems to have gotten a few kills while we were looking at the tank. Levi hold on, but only momentarily, as there will come a wave of attack again with a counter. Oof, Catalyst surviving the grenade of death there. And finally goes down after 6 or 7 people had to jump him to get him.
Yeah, they really need to take advantage of the fact that DeFy is down a man here. They need to push hard. They need to win this round. I don't think they know either, but they really need to take advantage of this round here.
Yes, if they could do that and push DeFy off C, that would give them a win.
Yeah, right now they're keeping it pretty close here. I don't know if they should push C.
At the moment.
I think they should just hold down B as best they can.
I agree with that absolutely. Try and keep A capped, because Calcifer is having something to say, but Dunley is going to run right by them and not even see them except for the exploding grenade. And Butcher is going to shock Dunley there with a kill on the flank. Well, there's a surprise.
Enzo is back in the game for DeFy, so they're
gets killed
back to match
instantly.
They're back to match strength here.
Yes, they are. XO getting
DeFy is trying to capture Alpha.
Yes, but XO is having something to say about that. Shotgun backing him up, and they've lost Bravo. Levi have made a push for C, but they've lost Bravo at the same time, folks. Tech 9 is trying to hold on with a lot of gunfire here. Death Squad trying to help out, and so is Death Row. Catalyst is down.
This is a much closer match for sure.
Absolutely. Levi pushed as hard as they could. I don't think they realized that they were a man up for a couple of minutes. They could have taken full advantage of that and had a triple cap. Here comes the tank, though. Swedish is back. And Dunley is up as well, so we got both tanks in play here.
Yeah, Swedish is going to go for C, so essentially DeFy are trying to go for that 3 cap.
Catalyst looks like he's stuck in a death cycle here. He's not spawning
Yeah,
out
there's
for
a
about 40
glitch.
seconds now. I've had it happen to me before a couple of times, and it took about 4 minutes for me to be able to actually get back in the game. Meanwhile, A is being taken back. Dunley is not being able to get his tank through it till now. C is still being held by Levi, though. They're not giving C up at all as of yet. And they do have B, Oogie,
Tank
so
is
they might
down.
have a triple cap.
The
DeFi
tank is
might get
down
a
here.
triple cap here at the end of the game to win it.
Yeah, they're going for the kill right now.
Catalyst is back up. Catalyst is back up. But here come Levi. They're back up as well. They are taking B, and they're flanking their way to Alpha, and it looks like they will have it. Dunley has abandoned the tank. Oogie, I didn't see that coming.
No, the tank got destroyed.
Okay, I never saw him go down. I only saw the tank just sitting in flames but not actually fully blow up. Oh, and I think we just got our first roadkill here. I think Swedish just got a roadkill. And now it's going to be a double cap, and DeFi are just going to hold on for the win here, and they're not going to push again. 69 to 38. So here comes Catalyst on the flank, running down the stairs right past XO, who doesn't know he's there at all. Very good strategy tonight from DeFi, Oogie, to just double cap and hold the second point in numbers of 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna hold this down.
Cuban and Brendan going off here, back to back, both of them getting doubled at the same time. Calcifer is still trying to push the flank as much as possible.
Well, Banff is on B. That's going to be the end of
Yes, it is.
this round.
Swedish.
I mean, Levi, listen. I mean, Levi had a shot. The five were man down. They were their best man down, and Levi just didn't know.
I don't think they
And
did. If they knew, they would have taken full advantage of it, I'm sure.
I mean, they really closed that gap for a while, but now they've just completely, you know, it's over. They fell apart.
Pushed Enzo just getting a double and Brandon getting a triple, and A is theirs. It's over now. 3 rounds to DeFi, and that's it.
2 rounds.
Yeah, 2 rounds. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot about the throwaway round earlier being a throwaway.
Yep, 63 to nothing. That's a much closer round. I mean, Levi were in it for quite a while, but at the end there, they really just, I mean, they fell off.
Yeah,
they collapsed flat out. For as well as they played all round, the end was really just
gave
a
up.
disaster.
They need to rally here in this 3rd round to get something from this match, because it looks like it might go all 6 rounds to DeFi here, the way that just fell apart.
So basically, right now, Death and Star are really hoping that DeFi can just get a clean win here. It's really their only chance. It's their only chance at this point. They need they need fucking Levi here to lose out in order for them to essentially have a shot to move on.
They need to get something out of this round here to have any chance.
Yeah, it would be a real, well, not that any chance. For them to take at least a round here would be pretty much firm. For them, that would be a good thing, because essentially that would mean the other teams would have a very low chance to advance. But I mean, if they get swept here, that keeps Star and Death in the fight.
especially Star, who are doing all right, but they could definitely take advantage of any help that they can get from anybody really at this point to be able to advance. And here we go. It's Levi back in red. It's DeFi back in blue. And we are a go. This will be very interesting to see how many people both teams send at B and send towards the opposite home points.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
mean,
DeFi are
you
going
got
in
to think
numbers for
about it. I
B.
mean, Levi did play a pretty good round for like probably 80% of that game last round. So if they can really just keep that going here and just not fall apart in the end, they could really potentially win this round.
Absolutely. It looks like Levi have not gone with all their players, and it looks like they haven't gone with a tank either. I don't know what's going on here.
No, yeah, you're right. The tank is not in.
They
I'm
don't
not
have.
sure what
They
that.
didn't have all their players either. They only had 4 or 5 up when the game started. But everybody is in the server still, as I'm double checking. Not sure what this is all about.
Looks like the Fire going for a 3-cap.
Well, not everybody from Levi are in. I mean, it's just shocking to see what's going on. We only have we only have 5 players spawning in, 6 players now, and 3 of those 6 are down. I'm not sure what's going on here, but there is a bunch of confusion on the Levi side. Oogie, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Well, now the tank's in, so there's that.
Well, it might be too little too late for Levi. They've got a 3-cap against them. Well, it looks like they're going to get a 3-cap because they're pushing in now.
I don't believe so. I think the Fire are going to push in towards C, but they're not going to ever actually push onto C. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to just build, as I said, build sort of a wall around C. But I don't think they're ever going to actually, at least not until towards the end of the game, they're never going to really push into C, yeah. Because you don't want to really hold Bravo. You don't want to be on flight. You want to be pushed up.
Yeah, you want to be surrounded, Bravo.
So we're about to have a tank-on-tank battle here outside of Bravo.
Absolutely, we are. If they can figure out that.
I don't think their tank sees Bamf though.
No, they just saw him now though. Oh, and there it goes.
It's gonna be way too late. That tank's fucked.
And they can't seem to turn the tank around. Oh, and what a terrible miss. And now shotgun going after Swedish like it's the only thing in his life he's meant to do. Swedish getting hit from 2 sides. Death Squad sees him now. Swedish might go down. And Swedish does, and they get the double. That is shocking, Oogie. We didn't think that was going to happen, but now it looks like Levi have the double cap, and all their players are in.
Yeah, they just need to hold us down. They need to just leave Alpha.
They need to respawn or repair Death Squad because he took a number of major hits. And Stress trying to get out of a stressful situation by running the flank, but the smoke is down. They know he's coming. Catalyst trying to flank Death Row here, but it doesn't look like. Oh, Catalyst is going for Dunlay on C. Not sure he knows he's there, though. This will be pretty interesting. Three snipers on C for Levi. Catalyst might get an easy triple kill here with Brendan.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I don't know what the strategy there is.
And Catalyst goes down.
Having 1 is all right.
Yeah, 3 there is not anything I would recommend. But
so
Brendan
actually,
gets
it's only 1.
Here.
Actually, it's only 1 sniper. You can see he's using the what they're called, the dolls.
Okay, well Brendan just got a triple kill on all 3 of those players. So.
No, I mean it was actually 1 player there.
Oh, okay, it was the.
Yeah, he's using the what's it called, sniper decoy.
Yeah, there it actually is. Now we got our battle for A on the side of the hill here. Dunlay trying to back up. Endo doing everything he can to hold A. It looks like we're having a double cap here from Levi, and they're looking pretty strong in this round. Like they've rebounded. Actually, no. Levi have just started to take back C, so they don't have a double cap yet there, Oogie. Would you push for B in this situation, or would you just push for C and try and double cap yourself?
If I'm who?
DeFy?
If I'm DeFi, I'm just going for the 2. It's still close.
Well, it looks like Levi are going for the triple cap because they are sending 2 people around, 3 people around to A. Dunley is going to take Calcifer out. I don't think Calcifer.
The problem is they're also wiped on Bravo.
Yes, they are. So it looks like they're going to only get a double cap out of this situation. Although Catalyst is having something to say about that triple cap. Catalyst is 3-on-1 over here. Let's see what he can do. 4-on-1.
Yeah, he's on the roof.
One of them. He's got one of them, though. He's got.
And he has a spawn. He has a spawn now. I think their job here is more or less to just. Oh boy!
Oh.
Just blew up that roof.
Yes, he did. He's lucky to have survived there. It looks like Swedish is just taking pop shots. And there goes Catalyst. Finally, it takes 5 people to take Catalyst out. Swedish is just taking pop shots. Well, the good news is
the bad news here is that DeFi are going to probably take Alpha here.
Yes, they are.
Probably, yeah, they're just going to try to hold down that 2 cap.
Dunley is outgunned here, but look at Levi coming back strong for B. They outnumber everybody on Bravo, and I don't think DeFi have noticed it just yet.
No, they see it for sure. Yeah, I mean the tank is Banff is on them.
Yeah, Banff has now definitely turned his attention to Shogun. He's got Death Squad, but he's getting hit. Shogun is just making it his mission to go after Banff.
So on stream, try to zoom in on like the fights here. Try to get real close.
Well, down goes the man who took down the tank within the same breath. And Catalyst is getting triples here. Couldn't do it a minute ago, but he's making up for it. Somehow Dunley is alive, Oogie. I don't know how that man has survived anything tonight. He's been 4 or 5-on-1, and he has survived every time. I don't know how he's doing it.
So Levi are making a push to Alpha as we speak. Oh,
no, that
never mind.
Commentator's
that went downhill,
there.
Yeah.
Butcher was like, no, we are not having any of this.
They're still trying. They still have about 3 guys up in there.
Well, they've only got 1 now, and it looks like it's going to... Oh, Tech 9 goes down into the crossfire from hell. And somehow Dunley is the last one left alive again. I know you're thinking it. Are you thinking Chronos Max here?
No.
Nah, I know. It just always has to be said because you know somebody's thinking it. Dunley has survived every single thing thrown at that.
So the Levi tank is sitting right outside of Bravo. He's going to start firing shots in there. He's also going to take some hits.
Oh, yeah. He's down.
Brandon. He's down, yeah. He's got fucked.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance after Brandon threw 2 on him. Catalyst surviving double attack and getting a little help from Butcher on this on the spawn there.
That one's dead.
We got a bunch of people pushing forward. Levi not sure which point to attack right now. They're trying to get a triple cap.
Yeah, they're very spread out.
Yeah, this is not working out the way they planned it to. They should have had a triple cap, but Catalyst, Cuba, and Brandon having something to say about that, all getting doubles of each of themselves. And Shotgun just caught in the crossfire from hell there. Catalyst,
man, Banff's going in hard.
Yeah, he really is. Swedish is trying to just run anybody over that's the enemy tonight. That is for certain. And Levi spawned in just as Catalyst reached the point, and whoa, it's a RIP for Catalyst. And this time it's Job Bless still alive somehow.
Somebody's making a beam for Alpha here. He's on A.
It's Job Bless all by themselves. I've got multiple people commenting on my stream saying, get it, DeFy. So I guess we know who they are supporting me. I don't think that DeFi have realized that C is open for the taking. They could have had the easiest double cap of their entire career. Meanwhile, we got a flank sweep. And XO is just left on their own. Here we go. We got the tank back up, and Death Squad is in it. So this is going to be a little 3-on-2. I wonder what Enzo and Cuba can come up with. Brandon trying to hold down from the flank. Oh, and Cuba gets one, but Enzo gets taken down. And Job Bless finally getting a kill. It's been a few minutes for him.
They need to make a hard push on Bravo. They have no choice here.
No, they do not, because they've got the double cap. If they can do it.
It's down. They're down by a lot here, so.
Yeah, they are. It's 78-18. This match is almost over, and it'll be all points to DeFi if they win this, because I don't see a way back for Levi, Oogie, if they lose this round. I really don't see a way back. Oof, but Death Squad getting Brandon there, that was a really disturbing death there.
Bamf is going for the kill on that. Oh, he got the flip over.
Yeah, he almost got the thrown down, but he turned halfway there. Oh, wow. Brandon getting taken out twice in 30 seconds by the tank on 2 different sides of me. Levi trying to do what they can, but it's all too little, too late. It is over. There's 3 deaths left.
And Bamf is like a fucking bull in a china shop on that flag.
Yes, he definitely was. I agree with you there. He was taking everybody and their brother with him before he went down. And that's it. It's 3-0 DeFi. This was a lot closer than the last one, and the last one was pretty close.
Yeah, it's the same thing as before, you know, that they're getting caps and they're locking it down for a while, but they're just...
They can't seem to understand how to hold a counter attack. I think if they could figure that out, they might be able to win around here.
Like, there's been times when you thought, you know, they would just be able to get like an all cap and just take control, but then they just fall apart. Yeah, they fall apart. They get one wipe and then that's it.
Yeah, they get confused once that wipe happens. And what their strategy was at that moment is out the window, because now they have to reorganize. By the time they do that, it's too late, and they're having to then themselves counterattack whichever point they just lost by leaving it.
Well, on the bright side, this match is going exactly the way Death and Star would like to see it go.
Absolutely, I will agree 100% with you there. No argument here, brother. They are hoping for this win, and I'm sure they are watching it on one of our streams with a lot of thought process going into the next round. So this will be interesting to see if what happened in the first round on Rotterdam happens again.
Well, the first game was just a wash. I mean, it was not even remotely close.
No.
At least those last 2 games, I mean, Levi at least competed the last 2 games. They weren't efficient, but they at least got on burn and got some caps, and there were periods of time where you thought maybe they would gain an edge, but that first game, it was just a complete, I mean, they got their shit kicked in that first game.
They went to the river, and that was all she wrote. But we got DeFy in red, Levi in blue, round 4 in Rotterdam squad Conquest. Here we go. And it looks like Levi are not making a push for the river this time. That is DeFy. But they're not sending their whole crew. They are sending 3 of a 4-man squad. So this should be interesting to see. Death Squad and Catalyst going at it again. Oogie, they seem to find each other all night. Oh wow, well they went, oh wow, a repeat except just on the opposite side of the map here, Oogie, a complete repeat situation. And XO is looking for somebody in the smoke but doesn't see a single person. Complete confusion on Levi's part. They have no idea their flank is compromised, but they're about to find out.
That's a wipe, and DeFi are now on Bravo.
Absolutely. They're trying to push now. Levi got a squad spawn, but they don't see Brendan and Calcifer. And, well, they see him now. Dunley, the last alive again. But gets the squad spawn instantly here. And DeFi have capped B rather quickly. Oh, Death Row surviving that for some seconds, but finally gets taken down. And it looks like the fire is just going to hold the bridge. I think this is all but over, Oogie. I don't know what your feeling is, but I believe this is all but over. I don't see...
I think what we're going to see at some point is DeFi are going to try to destroy this bridge here. That's
what it looks like. Catalyst is in the alley. And he gets the job done. Now he's moving through the... I'm gonna zoom in here on Catalyst. Death Row gets an exchange here in the alley with Cuba. And Job Bless goes down. Catalyst gets the double. And now we got a long distance firefight. It looks like Catalyst is gonna go for the bridge destroy. If he can survive. Yeah, DeFi are definitely not moving off of Bravo. They are holding it pretty strong in a V formation.
So it seems like their game plan is they pretty much keep about 5 guys along that line on B, and then they move 3 guys sort of in and around Alpha, but their job is basically just to get flanks. Flanks and wipes. Like they're never contesting Alpha. They're always just in and around.
And here comes Levi, not knowing Brandon's behind his tree, but they are about to find out very soon. Got a strong push down the flank. If Death... Oh, Brandon gets one. Brandon's been very strong tonight for DeFi. It has to be said. He's gotten triples and doubles every time he shoots the gun, and he's got himself another double here, Oogie. I think he might be the standout player for DeFi tonight.
He's definitely been good. I think Chop has been pretty good himself.
I would agree with that. Yes, he definitely had his moments as well. He's definitely held in there when he's been by himself multiple times. But it looks like we've got Levi not really pushing off the middle of A anymore. They're just... I would
say the most aggressive player for DeFi is definitely my man here, Cat.
Yeah, Cat's just moving everywhere. Cat is not sitting still. Oh, and Enzo, did you see that? Enzo with the long distance alley double kill. And Cat's on the other side saying, you're not coming over here to get respawned in. Look at Cat, he's just running through everything. Oh, we're going to have a firefight here. In this building.
Yeah, it seems like Levi don't really know what they need to do here again. This map for them is just a weakness.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they've competed on the other maps, but here they just get straight destroyed every time.
And it doesn't seem to matter what team it is, they just don't know how to handle this map in particular. At least not from what I've seen. So Brandon and Butcher now forming a 2-man team. They must have heard us, Oogie. Catalyst has not sat still this entire round. I think Catalyst's main objectives on this map have been to hold the 2 alleyways, because that seems what Catalyst has been doing both times they've been on this map, and it's worked absolutely to perfection.
has indeed. If I had this shit locked up.
Yeah, they really do. Brendan finally goes down,
Levi
but Cuba's
really
like,
just...
you're not taking my friend here.
Levi got the Bravo first, but they just have not been close to it since.
No, they haven't, but they have taken down Catalyst. It did take 4 of them, though, so credit to where that's due. But it looks like DeFi already understood that they're there, and they got the double people on the flank. And here comes Catalyst again. He's out for revenge. And Catalyst gets the instant kill. And that about wraps it up there, Oogie, I believe. That flank is done.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just, I don't, like, you can clearly see what DeFi's doing. Like, they have a very clear-cut strat here. You know, they have basically 5 guys split, you know, across the middle around Bravo on flanks, and then they have basically 3 people who just sort of swing in and around Alpha and just disrupt everything that Levi's trying to do. But Levi just seem to be confused. You know, their pushes are weak. You know,
they
they're
don't
not
go in numbers with their push.
Oh, yeah,
no,
it's
XO
not
has
calculated.
Jumped in the water here. I don't know
their
what
pushes,
XO is doing.
It's not like it's not a calculated push with them. They have like 2 or 3 people who push on their own and get wiped, and then everybody else just sort of dances around Alpha, not knowing what to do.
And it looks like DeFi are going to try to push A. Well, no, they're going to pull back here. We started the push, and they decided not to.
I don't think they're going to make a real effort on Alpha. I think they're very content with where they are now, because they're in full control of the game. I mean, I would argue that the 2 rounds that were closer, the only reason why Levi really sort of had some good hands was because DeFi got too aggressive, and in the process of getting too aggressive, they got wiped, and then Levi basically had a free flag.
Yeah, they definitely did there.
When DeFi plays this sort of passive-aggressive strat here, Levi just have no answers. Like they don't know what to do.
They just, once that first squad late comes out, they just get completely confused.
I mean, you look, they're completely spread out, and there's no effort to push. And I mean, we literally have 1 guy trying to make a push on Bravo on this flank.
And
he's dead.
The only person that's been trying constantly with XO.
They're basically pushed in the back of Alpha here. I mean, there's just nothing here that even remotely, there's no strat here.
Trying
They're
to
just
make
confused.
a move here on the flank. But
yeah, now DeFi are going for the kill now. They're going for Alpha, and that's the end of this
Butcher.
one.
Yeah, Butcher notices the flank. Watch this. Butcher's gonna get a triple if he turns around. I don't think Butcher sees it. Just to let you know, Tito, it is 3-0 DeFi, but it's about to be 4-0. Yeah, it's pretty over. Although Levi
finally didn't get. It's like I said, Levi
left.
don't get caps unless DeFi gets aggressive. When DeFi breaks their line and attacks Alpha or C, that's when Levi finally gets flags.
And then they just get squad wiped again. It's over. There's less than 5 kills left now. Levi are all but done in this round, and they're all but done tonight. They have put up
there were
fight,
some people. So, for example, Shotgun played very well. Like, he stood out in that team, but he had no help whatsoever.
XO was trying to help him, but by the time XO would get to him, there was already 4 or 5 DeFi guys, Catalyst in behind in the alley, and XO.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it. I mean, 2 and 10, 2 and 10, 4 and 10. I mean. But, 14-11 on that team is a standout. He was really efficient.
Yeah,
he just has no help.
Single-handedly. And it's all but over. It might be a clean sweep here for DeFi against Levi tonight.
That really will be good news for Death and Star, as we've said many times before, because they are hoping that DeFi can get a clean sweep here, because that is their only chance, really, to advance at this point. They need Levi to basically completely fall apart and get 0 points in order for them to have a real shot at advancing. Because as we said, War basically giving up to Death gives Death six free wins there. That's a lot of points. So they are still in this race.
That was a last minute cancellation there. It wasn't like it was
really
planned.
turn the tides, because For Death, it was very grim. They had really no real chance to advance at that point, because even if you figure even if War took a round or two,
It was
I
pretty
mean,
much over, yeah.
neither of those teams were going to advance,
But
but
they were just putting the nail in the coffin for Death
they
there.
literally just gave Death a gift, and now DeFi
Right, is
are
giving them an
basically
even
giving them a
greater gift.
a real gift here. And I mean, we can't forget about Star. Star's still in this.
Yeah, they're
DeFi
not
plays.
dead yet.
So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out after tonight. The final table. And here we
This
go.
could basically the fire a lock. I mean, they're advancing
Yeah,
at this point, but
that's
it's a big question mark as to who is going with them. I would say at this point we could maybe say Death or Star have the best shot.
I would agree with that, but here, look
I
at
think
this
Star have the
strategy.
most.
Just to
Star
hold
have the
your
most
thought.
games still to play. They still have
Just
the
to
most
hold-
games to play still.
Just to hold your thought, DeFi are doing their double man strategy on this map again. The last time on this map I mentioned it as well, they're running in teams of 2, just so nobody
Yes.
gets outgunned, and it's worked to perfection instantly with the double cap. And
Yeah,
now the tank is backed up, and there's nothing to be said about it. It's
Yeah, they move in
working.
pairs and they spread out, so they're always watching flanks. They're always spread
Absolutely.
across the map.
And you got Catalyst running every little alley, that he can run no matter what the map is, and that's worked to perfection.
Yeah, basically he and a few others to just sort of leak and flank and just sort of, make things hard for the other team. But they, as you see, they never really ever make an effort to attack that third flag. They're just out there to sort of disrupt the lanes, and Levi just have really no answers for it.
And when they do attack that third flag, like you said, by the time Levi get the next cap in the middle flag, they turn around and it's an instant squad wipe, and it's already over at that point. But we do have a big battle going on over here on the right of C.
Yeah.
And Levi trying to get Alpha. It looks like the distraction is working. They're getting Alpha. They're backcapping Alpha. That's very surprising because Brandon is backcapping C himself.
And Brandon's really sort of all alone here, huh?
Yeah, he really is. Here comes Dunley, but now he's got Chop, as you say that.
I would say Chop is. I think Chop has sort of been the DeFi.
It's kind of like a three-horse
MVP.
race there. It's like Catalyst, Brandon, then Chop. It's like kind of hard to choose who's the best.
Cat has probably been the most disruptive. I think Chop has had the best individual. Like his performance on his own has probably been the best in the entire match.
I would have to agree with that. We could say Cat has been the disturber tonight. And Brandon is right under Chop there, because Brandon's had times where he's been just by himself. And it's like triple here, triple there.
Brandon is sort of the big play guy. He's pretty average throughout the games, but he has sort of these spurts where he just goes on a tear, like
And
on his own, like out, like it'll be like 4v1, and he'll find a way to win.
Yeah, especially on that second round earlier on Haras, where he was just completely outnumbered, and it was like 5-6 of them, and he just took them all out. It was just like, whoa, all right. Oh, but he got taken out there by a dynamite thrown from Dunley. Has managed to survive 4 or 5 multiple times of him being by himself and winning out battles. I don't know what his secret to success has been, but it's worked.
So it looks like DeFi are going to get C here.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to triple cap now. And it is working because Levi are just completely confused. They don't know what cap to go for. They're not sure if they should go back to A or
Yeah,
C.
it doesn't seem like they really have a game plan. They just sort of, I don't know. They've had spurts. Like, again, they've had instances where they looked like they were really good and they were really going to, like, sort of take the edge, but then they just collapse every time. It's just a complete, if they have the advantage, it's there. They can pretty much take the game if they really just do what they have to do, but they just always find a way to lose.
Well, Catalyst, as you were speaking, Catalyst was holding all 5 people, but finally went down.
I think DeFy is being more aggressive this game because I think they more or less want it to just, end
Over,
faster.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they could play the safe game and trap him on this flag, but it's going to be a longer game, so they're being a little bit more aggressive. And Levi seem to do better when DeFy plays aggressive. When DeFy plays a passive game, Levi just gets smoked.
Well, it looks like Levi are trying to double cap here, but DeFi and
They're trying,
Katos
yeah.
and Brandon and Chopper having other thoughts about that. They're taking C themselves. But now here comes Death Squad with the tank right up and under the noses of the three of them and gets one of them. But now we got a battle for C at the same, or B at the same time as a battle for C. Kato's back in the game.
The same thing here with this tank. I don't understand what their tanker's trying to accomplish here. He's sitting outside of C, but he's not really engaging, and they really need him. Now they're getting wiped on Bravo, and they're about to get all capped here, and their tank is just sort of hiding in their spawn, doing nothing.
Not
I
even
don't
a good spawn beacon either.
like. It's not trying to be toxic. I just don't know what Levi's game plan here is. It just seems like
they're just confused.
They're very
the triple
and
there.
the only real time they've ever had something that appeared to be like a good play is when DeFy just played loose and aggressive and just basically didn't care.
Because they already.
And there were some closer games because of that. But then you saw again once that next game comes, DeFy locks it up.
Well, here's Catalyst. He's got 5 kills in a streak right now.
So it looks like Vamp is no longer in the tank.
Well, I don't think they really need a tank DeFi.
Yeah, I mean this game.
They're literally letting their second tanker go in for the kill.
Again, squad over here. He's in that tank. He's just in the spawn getting hit.
Yep, and Catalyst finally goes down.
He's down. Yeah, he's down. That tank's gone.
Enzo gets a 4-piece, making up for the fact that Catalyst got a 5 and finally went down. But again, Levi completely confused. Okay, they don't know what is going on right here. They're running for another flag. They're keeping one person back.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have like 1 or 2 people who are going for a flag, and then everybody else is just sort of like stuck where they are. Yeah, there's no structure.
Not at all.
And DeFy are gonna get the 3 tap, and that's the game right there. It's done.
Yeah, it's well over. It's 31 kills left, and
I will be surprised if they get another like actual cap here.
Well, as we say that, Levi have gotten on to B, but
well, that's true.
Outnumbered.
It's like I've said before. Whenever DeFy get aggressive, that's when Levi tends to get caps. I just think at this point it's really too little.
Oof. Katos ran into a wall of gunfire there. I don't think he realized through the smoke that everybody was right in his face. But look at the fight. Calcifer cleaning up on the point. And
and also Tess as well. Tess alone on Siege has got a real clean there, and DeFy is going to get another 3 tap.
Yeah, this is 5-0. This is going to be a clean sweep. They might as well not even play the next round because it's not going to help them all that much now.
Yeah, it sucks because again, that 3rd game they had like a real shot to win, and then they just collapsed at the end.
They were in the lead for about a minute and a half.
Yeah, they had a solid lead. They had an advantage. It looked like all was in sort of, all they had to do was really just lock it down, and then at the end they just collapsed, and it became like a 60-point win out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's it, folks. It is 5-0, and it is pretty much all over. Unless Levi and DeFy decide to play this final round, I don't see them winning this final round because it's just been a
merciless,
sweep. Yeah, it's been merciless, absolutely. Lots of people commenting "Get it, DeFy" on my YouTube here.
If you saw those scores, they were pretty
pretty
one-sided.
Knock on wood, jinx there, Oogie. But you can't not have the same thought process here.
We're moving to our final map.
Are we actually
round
gonna play
6?
That's the.
I would think so. I guess the one bright side that Levi can see out of this is that there were, again, chances. There were periods of time where it looked like they really had it in hand. Like it was like, yeah, you're gonna win this game, and then just I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
They
they just
just
fell
you
apart
know.
once the squad wipe came in. That was it.
So I think moving forward, I think they still have what, a game after this one. I
I
think they have to.
believe so.
I not sure who they play next.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna look that up in a second once we're done here before we get off the air.
for them, I would say that game is a must-win at this point. At
Yeah,
this point, is a must-win for pretty much everybody other than
DeFi, who are
DeFi.
definitely a lock to
Yeah,
go
I mean,
in.
well, DeFi are in after this win here. Nothing's going to knock them out, especially if they win all six.
Oh, it
They're a
looks like
lock.
we're not going to be playing this one. Levi have left the server. It looks like it's a
Oh, yep.
forfeit round.
Well,
Oh,
I can't say I blame them.
no, I don't blame them either, honestly. No, wait, Levi are coming back in. No, I apologize. They are not leaving
No,
the server.
that's a random. I believe that just joined.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It absolutely
Yeah,
is a random, and it's a FLSN.
I
I
don't know
saw
if they're
the
gonna
L
try.
off the corner of my eye, and yeah, I believe this is a forfeit here. Let me go to my Discord chat and see what X says. I mean,
It's a
shotgun.
forfeit because Banff is going for the cap, which means they were set to start here, and none of them are spawned in unless those guys dropped out.
Which would be kind of pointless.
Yep, the Fire are leaving. Looks like the game is over. That's a
Yeah.
6-0 victory from DeFi.
What a
Really sort of
forfeit.
dominant throughout. There were two close games. Games, what, 3 and 4 were
2 and
sort
3 were
of.
the close games. 4 was
Yeah, you're right. Two and
semi-close,
3.
but not as close as 2 and 3 were, because 2 and 3
Yeah,
were.
2 and 3 were. Yeah, there were points where you thought maybe Levi were going to
Because
sort of
in round 2,
find a way
man,
to
Levi
win.
took off. They had a minute and 30 seconds or so where they were in a comfortable 25-plus point lead for
Yeah,
that
not even that,
period of
but like,
time.
not even that, but like, Enzo was like dropped out of the match. He was out,
Yeah,
so they had a man advantage, and they did nothing with it.
no, if they had
So
figured
I mean,
out that
that's.
Enzo was not there, I think this could have been a totally different night.
I
Yeah,
think
both
for
teams have
Levi
dropped
moving
out.
forward, they need to really, regroup and focus on their other next match because right now
They're gonna
Star
need
and
to win
Death are
that with
still alive. They're still alive, and it's basically anybody's game now to get that second
Def.
and final spot.
And it's gonna be a good week for matches now that this has happened. We got ourselves a live one to finish out the first set.
Well, for tomorrow, I'm going to be running the Star DeFi match. I think Ride might be running that with me. So that's on. That's on the temp for tomorrow. That
I'm
is a
running the
clear 6-0 win for DeFi. They advanced to the next round. It's a lock. It's over, and it's anybody's game for
I'm
that number 2 spot in this group.
absolutely I'm running the death match at 8. So after that we can kind of get together and compare notes and see how exciting the end of the season is here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Well,
Sorry for the delay in the beginning. That was just, Randy, we can't do nothing about. So,
you have a good night.
you too, buddy. I will definitely catch you tomorrow and let me know if you want an extra streamer on that match. Yeah, I just got word from XO. He said 2 guys happened to think it was over and they left the server without realizing it wasn't over, so they had to forfeit the round. So that's why the Randy jumped in right off the bat. So
Well, that's all she wrote.
yeah, it is. It's sad to see. You don't really want things being one-sided like that, but if Levi had taken advantage of their chances, like you said, I totally agree with that. They could have had 2 rounds, maybe even 3, when Enzo was out of the commission from the server kicking him, but they did nothing with that man advantage, and that was the sinking ship. So
Well, we're on for tomorrow.
absolutely,
It's
you have a.
Death. It's Death versus, is it Star?
Let me ask. Bougie.
Star have a lot of matches to play, so I'm thinking it's Death and Star, and then Defy and Star as well. So Star have played the least amount of matches.
Yeah, I know they had to move
That's
a
why
couple.
they're a big, nobody really knows much about them because they've only played one match thus far. So yeah, they're playing, I believe, Death tomorrow and then Defy as well. So Ryder and
And they
I are
have
on
to
the
play all their matches by
Defy match.
tomorrow, so.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a busy day.
Yeah, absolutely. We might have 4 or 5 streams between the two of us. Oh. All right, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I know I did. I hope you did, Oogie, and we will definitely see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Have a good evening, gentlemen and ladies, to everybody watching the stream. Catch you later.
Thanks for watching.
Absolutely.